This is the tiny people who live in the water. They are quick and use crab claws as weapons to catch small fish and shrimp. However, in this harsh nature, they must face many giant predators. They were once a large family, but several brothers and sisters were killed, leaving only the two youngest children. Their mother, in order to ensure the family's survival, went alone to a dangerous shallow area to give birth. That night, the girl dreamed of her mother. Missing her mother so much, she went outside alone to get some fresh air. Soon after, her father returned home but couldn't find the girl. A heavy rainstorm was approaching, and they needed to find the girl quickly. At that moment, the girl was holding tightly to a tree branch, trying not to be swept away by the flood. Just in time, her father and brother arrived. The father used his crab claws to hold the tree branch and save the girl, but then the father sensed danger. The flood rushed in and swept him away. The two children were very worried. The next day, the water calmed down. The girl sat on the ground, crying. She felt that it was her fault her father was taken away. Then, she heard her brother crying too. He knew that from now on, it might just be the two of them, but they still decided to try to find their father. So, they set off on an unknown journey. However, the boy stopped in front of some murky water. He sensed danger and quickly pulled his sister away. Sure enough, a fierce fish was hiding there. Knowing they couldn't stay in the water, they climbed onto land. Exhausted, they sat on a rock. At that moment, the girl tackled him. It turned out a group of raccoons had passed by. Luckily, the rest of the journey went smoothly without any problems. But as they passed a deep pool, the girl suddenly jumped in. She then picked up an insect wing from the water. These must have been carried by the current. There might be clues about their father here. The two quickly swam to the bottom of the pool. Sure enough, they found their father's broken crab claw. At that moment, their injured father was sitting in a crack not far away. But as soon as he saw the children, he told them not to come closer. A large fish was hiding behind the rocks. The father wanted to help, but his wounds were too severe. The large fish had now reached the children. They froze in fear. To their surprise, the fish didn't attack. The boy noticed the fish's eyes were off. He used the crab claw as bait and threw it out with all his might. Sure enough, the fish took the bait. The boy grabbed his sister and ran, but the fish chased after them. At the last moment, they jumped into their father's arms, waiting for death. Then, a bird swooped down and captured the fish. Finally, they survived. Later, they returned to their original water area. To their surprise, their mother returned safely too, and she had brought back 5 younger siblings. As the younger siblings grew, the girl and boy decided to leave their home and start their own lives.